My Korean friends told me, "Oh, David, you're so good at Aegyo." And then I was like, what? Hello everybody! It's your boy Davlorito. Hey guys, my name is David. If you're new to my channel, then hello. Yes, you're very welcome. My name is David. I am a Filipino from Germany who is currently living in Seoul, South Korea to study. And I vlog my life here in Korea, and I do these night mask talks, but today the night mask talk will be without a mask because I'm not feeling like it. I just want to talk real quick before I go to sleep. There was something that has been on my mind for quite some time now because I've been here now for around how long is it? 2 months? Yeah. I had thoughts, I had perception about certain Korean things before I came here. Those have changed since I've got here. I wanted to share 3 with you. Let's start with one thing that has been something that I said I would never ever gonna let you go do, or I really dislike it. That is Aegyo. Aegyo. Number 1. Aegyo. Aegyo is, I'm not an expert on this, okay? So if you're Korean or you know these things, correct me in the comments down below, please, because I did not do any research on this. But Aegyo is basically acting cute. I feel like Aegyo that you've seen in TV or in shows made by Korean celebrities, when they have to do Aegyo or they do it, it's very extreme. It's like I'm gonna just show the stars doing it. Before I came here, I said I'm not gonna do that. I don't like Aegyo. I'm not a fan of Aegyo, and I just don't like it. But then when I came here, several of my Korean friends told me, "Oh, David, you're so good at Aegyo." And then I was like, what? 잠깐만. What? What? Because I don't do Aegyo. At least in my opinion or my mind, I don't do it. Apparently, Aegyo is not necessarily the very cute version that you just saw. In Tagalog, we would call it, I think, lambing. Lambing in a nilalambing ang magulang, nilalambing ang kapatid, ang kaibigan, tita, ganun. Expression of emotions and appreciation towards the other person, maybe. Reaching photo stalls here. But some of them, or actually just one, told me that Aegyo is also just being good in expressing your emotions with your face and your hands and everything, your whole body. And apparently I'm good at that. For example, there's one thing I noticed. I am very cute and sweet when I say hello to elders, or not even elders, just titas and titos. So that's like ajuma, ajushis. Especially when I enter like the house here, people from church, or also even sometimes I do it also in restaurants sometimes, but just sometimes, and only in the restaurants that I go more often, or when the owner is a bit more friendlier. Imagine you're going in, and usually it's just like 안녕하세요. You're just like, wait, can you see me? You just like bow. 안녕하세요. 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 Like that. But for me, when I go in, 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. Yeah, I'm weird. The reason why I do that is because I respect and I like the whole respect culture here. I'm not a fan of the hierarchy though, because sometimes it just doesn't make any sense to me. And I don't want to offend anyone with this, but I have seen stuff and situations here where the older person is not in the right, and simply because the person is older and the younger person is at fault. And that's not right. But simply because the person is older, whatever the older one said goes. So for me, that's kind of not nice. And also with this whole respect situation, what happens is sometimes become cold towards one another. They don't like, there's a distance, there's a wall. So by saying 안녕하세요, 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 like cute like that, I feel like I am respecting them, but at the same time I am breaking the wall down, because I'm not just like 안녕하세요 and then they will respond 안녕하세요 or 네, then it's cold. But if you say 안녕하세요, 안녕하세요, and they say 네, 안녕하세요, then they're friendlier. So you broke down the wall and you still respect them. So yeah, that is the first thing. That is Aegyo. Please let me know in the comments down below if that is considered as Aegyo. Number two are the couples. Yeah, just came here to visit. The previous times that I came here to visit, I got annoyed with the couples. Now that I'm living here, I'm still annoyed with the couples. Okay, until just recently. But I was annoyed with the couples because in Germany I would see couples, but it was different. I feel like in Germany there were couples, they were together, and that's that. Here I feel like, I cannot say all, but many couples are just more a display thing. It's more of a, I'm in a relationship and I have to let the whole world know, and I have to show the whole world how cute we are and how we're wearing the same clothes and that we are the perfect couple and blah blah blah. I don't want to hate on the couples. Yeah, it's just a different, I think, different type of dating here. It's very all up in your face. But then I'm very far from being fluent in Korean, but surprisingly I do understand a lot. Instead of being annoyed, I try to observe them, you know. As the scientist as I am, I thought to myself, I should examine, was ist beobachten, I don't know. Aber ich sollte doch mal diese Spezies von Menschen der Dating World mal unter die Lupe nehmen. Ano ba? Bakit ganyan? Ano ba ang kanilang inaabalan? Bakit ba sila ganito? Why do they do this? Sorry guys. I started to just observe how, like, just couples. I did not really like go into detail, but I just checked. When I saw a couple, I would check if they're wearing the same shirt or just the same color. If it was the guy that was leading the relationship, or it was more the woman. If their outward appearance matched each other, or if their character is like clashing. If one is more timid and shy, and the other one is more, you know, more So those things I checked out, and yeah, it was a little bit more fun to see the couples around me, and I was less annoyed. And then I also discovered another thing. Since, you know, I've been examining them and checking out how this relationship people are, I also witnessed some fights in the relationship, and I don't know how to call it in English or in German, but in Tagalog it's tampuhan. Pag nagtatampo, madalas yung nagtatampo yung babae. So it was oftentimes that I would see that the girl was, you know, nagtatampo. I don't know how to say that in English or German. It's so funny. I don't know why it's so funny, but just the way they act, and yeah, it's just very entertaining. It's like watching a mini drama every day. You get to watch bits and pieces here only for 1 to 15 seconds, sometimes a minute if you're waiting for the metro or the bus. So, is it called metro? I think it's called the subway here. Anyway, same difference. This was not intact the whole time. Why didn't you tell me? Maybe I should do a video about the encounters I had with couples, or the things that I saw. I think that would be fun. Let me know if you think that would be a fun video. I wasn't eager to be surrounded by these couples again before coming here, and I was annoyed, but now they have become a source of entertainment, and also not just entertainment, because I said it scientifically, but I think it's just also culturally nurturing, and I get to see how the dating life here is, and I also get to see how the certain dynamic is between men and women here in Korea. And surprisingly, I don't want to offend anybody, in most of the couples or relationships that I saw, most of the time, not always, most of the time, it was the girls that were more dominant. I felt like, not always like the typical dominant, but it was more of a subtle dominance. It was more of a look, or they would act a certain way so that the guy would do what they wanted, kind of thing. But then I also have seen relationships where the guys were like really. That's for another video. But yeah, number 3. Number 3 is, it's about the fashion. This is gonna be objective, since I am not a fashionista really. I mean, I use the hashtag, but I'm not really a fashionista. I have no idea about fashion. I don't know what's popping. I don't know what's in. I don't know what the trends are. I don't know what is the rule, what not. I don't know anything about fashion. I am just a type of person, I like putting outfits together in what looks good. That's me. And with that being said, before I came here, I always thought, wow, in Korea the people are so fashionable. They like fashion, they have such good fashion sense. They're so fashionable, fashionistas. They know what's popping, they know what is the trend, they know what looks good and what not. I would always complain about this fashion thing in Germany, and I don't want to shame Germans or Germany in itself, because there are many people are like just really stylish people. And then again, stylish and style and fashion sense, it's very objective in my opinion. So yes, let's just say from my point of view, most people where I live, Stuttgart. Hey Leute, wenn ihr aus Stuttgart seid, bitte nicht beleidigt sein, okay? Aber ich empfinde das einfach so. I grew up in Germany. I feel like, not all, but I'm gonna talk more on the men's fashion. I personally think men's fashion is not so good in Stuttgart. Every time when I would go shopping for men, it's like very basic. And I don't mean the American term for basic, like low, but literally basic. When you go into stores, you would always get the basic stuff, the white, gray, black t-shirt, shirt. There's nothing extraordinary, and there's nothing like special to find. You will really have to look for it, and if you do, it's most of the time expensive. But I mean, I managed. I got used to it, and it's fine. But yeah, there are more people who dress better now in Stuttgart. But then also again, it's a certain style that I don't really like. But it's let's just say it's getting better. But so, from that background, when I came here to Korea to visit, I thought like everyone's so fashionable. But now that I've been here for a while, I realized that's not true. It's just the same situation as it is in Germany. Here in Korea, the clothing, it already looks good, I feel like. Not everything, but I would say more items are good looking. So when people buy them and they wear them, it looks good. And that's also, again, very subjective. Very subjective. But here I felt like the Korean people had more class. And I will also have to say, in the defense of the Koreans, they care most, again, not all Koreans, but more people care about their outward appearance here. And I hear many people outside of Korea saying that, oh, Koreans are very superficial and they only care about the outward appearance. And I have to tell you guys, that's not entirely true. They just like to care about their outward appearance, and it has nothing to do with being superficial, but just being representable and being ready. And I personally like it. I like the fact that dressing up here is not a big deal. You can dress up nicely. Nobody cares because it's just normal. Like, that's how people dress. It's like they care about how they look. So with that being said, people here, they dress up and it looks good. But now that I've been to Fashion Week, I've also noticed that many people, in my opinion, they're not really fashionable. They just copy whatever is in the magazine, or they buy stuff that already look good. So that's it. And you only see a few people that like really have that fashion sense. If that makes sense. I don't even know if that makes sense. Anyway, those were the three things that I had a certain mindset on and thought and opinion about before coming here, and that have changed. And yeah. If you like this video, then great. Blah blah blah, you know how this goes. Please, if you really liked it and you like my videos in general, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button down there. It should say subscribed. You can follow me on Instagram for more daily posts, my Instagram stories if you want to be more updated more frequently and daily. And I have more of my fashion posts there. Yeah, I have nothing to say. So other than that, I wish you all a good morning, good afternoon, a good evening, wherever you may be. See you soon. Adios. Kumai.